Okay, hey, good morning. What is a hyperbola? Hyperbola. It's that. Basically, it's a double nap cone that's cut such that it makes two parabolas. That's why it's called a hyperbola. All right. And the definition, no, we don't have a hippie. All right. Is this here? It's a set of all points in a plane that the difference of whose distance from the two fixed points, which are the foci, or the focus, in a sense, foci is plural, is a positive constant. So if I take d2 and minus d1, I'm always going to have a positive constant. All right. Now then, I want you to notice over here, we have some new terms. The focus is still inside the each individual parabola. All right. We have the vertexes right there. Then we have a center because we have these two here. And if you will notice that A is the distance from the center to the vertex. C is the distance from the center to the focus. All right. So that we have those particular things right there that we can look at. All right. And now then, standard equation of a hyperbola, not driving a stick shift or a standard like that. And if we'll let the center be HK, like we've been doing in our other problems, and here's what we know. If the center is at HK, now here's if the transverse is horizontal, all right? And then we're going to, you see the a squared minus b squared with the x minus h if the transverse is horizontal. And if the transverse axis is vertical, notice the y is in first, the x's are second, but the a stays in front on each of these, okay? Doesn't matter the size, whether a is larger or smaller. A goes with the first one, and since the b is in a sense the, well, not the negative one, but the one that's being subtracted, okay? And also we could conclude that if the origin is at 0, 0, what's going to happen to h and k? Well, they wouldn't be there. You would have the shorter version, just the x squared over a squared minus the y squared over b squared equals 1 if the transverse axis is horizontal. And you'd have this one if the transverse axis is vertical. All right? So it's very important. And here's an example of one where the transverse axis is horizontal. See here the transverse axis is horizontal, and you'll see the x is first. And here's what kind of confuses me, because I'm thinking if the x is squared, usually I think of them going up and down. Remember, this is one that goes left and right. If the x squared is first, and you see there's our transverse axis. It's horizontal. So this is what it will look like. And this is what the one will look like if the transverse axis is vertical. All right. Notice the y squareds are first, and instead of a squareds on either one of those. All right. Those are our standard forms of equations that we need to know.